Okay, we are now to question number 18 of the Unit 10 volume test review sheet. Number 18, find the volume. Well, this is a square-based pyramid. Actually, it's a rectangular-based pyramid, and I'm going to go ahead and shade the base. The base dimensions are 8 and 7. That means 6 is giving me the height of this pyramid. Let's go through and find the base. The base of a rectangular based pyramid is just length times width, which is 8 times 7, and that is 56 inches squared. The height, we already circled it, is 6 inches. Now be careful on this, because a lot of students will mess this up. This is a pyramid. That means our formula is not base area times height. It is 1/3 times the base area times the height, and that is 1/3 times 56 times 6. Let's go ahead and put that in our calculator. So I'll put in the 1/3, I'll do it in parentheses. Parentheses 1 divided by 3, there's my 1/3 times 56 times 6. Equals 112 exactly. So the volume is 112 inches cubed. 112 inches cubed. Let's go on to question number 19. Sketch a pyramid with a square base that has 100 meter sides and a height of 175 meters. So sketch a pyramid. It's a square base. So let's do that first. I will sketch a square base. Alright, let's try this. It'll be a little difficult for me to do on this writing pad, but you guys remember we're going to draw what looks like a parallelogram. Even though it's just a square, it's just looking at it from three-dimensional view. You're going to put a point somewhere in the middle of that, and a point somewhere above that, and then let's go ahead. I'll make this a little better by drawing these as straight lines. A little bit too fat. Let's narrow that a little bit. There we go. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4. That looks like a square-based pyramid. And our dimensions are, we've got 100 meter sides. We know it's a square. That means if this is 100 meters, then this is also 100 meters. So we already have our length and width of our base. And let's go ahead and shade the base right now, since we know we're going to pick the bottom square as the base. And then our height is 175 meters. Height goes straight from the apex. And it's very hard for me to do a dashed line here. Let's try one more time. I try it over and over and I still don't get it right. Close enough. There is our height, which is 175 meters. Well, if this 100 is part of the base and this is part of the base, then the 175, we already know that must be the height. Let's find our pyramid volume. The base area is a square, length times width, 100 times 100, which is 10,000 meters squared. Alright, our height, we already labeled it, is 175 meters. Remember again, your volume, be careful, volume is 1/3 of base area times height, because this has an apex and it gets narrower. The slices get narrower as they move toward the apex. So this is 1/3 of 10,000 times 175. Let's put that in our calculator. 1 divided by 3 times 10,000 times 175 equals 583,333.33. We're going to leave that there because the next 3 does not round up. So we just cut off everything past the second decimal. So our volume, this is going to be approximately, because we're rounding, 583,333 that's not a comma, 0.33. So let's transfer our answer here. 583, comma 333.33 meters cubed. All right, looks good. Number 20. Find the volume. This is a cone. The base of a cone is always a circle. This is a sideways cone, but it's no big deal. Now, class, it's easy for you to think this is the height, but it's not. If this is the base, this is the diameter of the base. That means the height is actually 5 inches from the base to the apex. So make sure you don't get those two things switched around. If the diameter is 6 inches, then the radius is 3 inches. We're going to need that later. The base of a cone is pi r squared, which is pi 3 squared, which is 9 pi inches squared. Our height, we already circled it, is 5 inches. Remember now, the volume of a cone is like a pyramid. It's 1/3 times the base area times the height. 1/3 times 9 pi times 5. Of course, this is going to be an estimate because we're going to have to put pi in here. Let's go ahead and plug this in to our calculator. We've got 1 divided by 3 for our 1/3 in parentheses times 9 pi times 5 equals 47.123. The 3 does not round the 2 up, so we just drop it. 47.12 inches cubed. So 47.12 inches cubed. All right, let's go to number 21. Let's get one more in, then we'll go to the next video and wrap it up. Find the volume of the sphere. Well, I'm going to write down right now, class, the volume of a sphere is equal to 4/3 pi r cubed. That means we have to know the radius. Well, if the diameter is 92, then we know the radius is equal to 92 divided by 2, which is equal to 46. So the radius is 46 yards. All right, that means we can just go ahead and plug this in. The volume is 4/3 times pi times, not 96, I'm back to the 92 here, times 46, not squared, cubed. Let's go ahead and put that in our calculator. I'm going to say this is going to be an approximation. Let's try this. We've got parenthesis 4 divided by 3, close parenthesis, times pi times 46. And we're going to use our exponent key raised to the 3rd power and press equal. That's a big number. 407,720.08. The next number is a 3. That's not going to round the 8 up, so we can just cut it off. And we've got approximately 0.08. Was that correct? Let's check it. 0.08, that's correct. So our final answer is, oops, I should have wrote here. This is yards cubed. So our final answer, 407,720.08 yard. You can put yards or just yard. I'll put yards cubed because it is plural, but it doesn't matter if you put YD cubed. You could also write yards, the whole word, cubed. All right, that covers number 21. We'll start number 22 on the next video.